And welcome back to another episode of The Pleasure Pod. Oh, that doesn't count because I just fell. And I'll never forget to do this. Welcome back to another episode of The Pleasure Pod. It's your boy J-City513.
And I am Educated Answer.
Because she always gives us the educated answers, and my answers are usually simple. Why do you like this? Because I like it. You ask her, why does she like this? Well, since you asked, why?
According to my research.
Yeah, that's you. That girl used to get on my nerves. According to my research, oh, shut up. Nobody cares about your research. Magic school, but can you imagine if that was real? Somebody, they could be in your butthole right now. You won't even know.
Tragedy. Miss Frizzle, better not ever.
We had a teacher in my school looked just like Miss Frizzle. Her name was Miss P. No, she was white.
Oh, you don't like white people? What did that even mean? Elaborate.
She was older.
Oh, okay. And white.
Older and white.
We are not racist.
We're not racist.
I love white people.
We're
Some
not.
of my best friends are white. So,
Right, there you go. Some of my best friends are white. I know, that's what they say. Some of my best friends are white.
No,
I know a white person.
Please don't. Don't take that to
my best friend. I got a cousin that's white.
And I love him to death. But that was funny. I'm sorry.
I got a cousin that's white.
Half white or albino.
Yeah, I don't think albino counts.
It doesn't. I was being funny.
Michael Jackson kids are not his.
He said they is.
Them
Don't
kids
do
ain't.
blanket.
I don't care what you say.
Don't you do blanket?
Blanket
like that.
is white.
Blanket is his.
Financially.
He's dead.
Blanket
Still take Michael.
got money on top, racks of money on packs of money. Michael
It
Jackson
doesn't
ain't
affect
gonna
him
go.
anymore, though.
No.
He's not stressed about it.
No, he's not stressed. But you can't. What
You're
you can
stressed
change?
about
You
it.
can change your face. You can bleach your skin. You cannot change your genetic code. If you're black, I don't care what you do to your skin. You skeeting a woman, a black child is still gonna come out.
It doesn't have to look black, though.
Why wouldn't it? Just because you bleached your skin?
No, because genetics are crazy. There are black people with blue eyes.
Okay, now if you get into a white woman, obviously, why he ain't mixed?
Who? Blanket is mixed. He just looks white.
Blanket ain't mixed.
You
a day
ain't
in
never
his
met mixed people that look
I've never
white?
seen a mixed person with white blonde hair. You ain't never
I
seen
have.
it. Who?
You ever seen a mixed person that looks black?
Yeah.
Okay, so it works the same
Nah,
way.
I ain't never
It's genetic.
seen.
Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
It don't exist.
Because he don't like white people.
I
Bottom
ain't
line,
never seen. So you
Mr.
said, all right,
City
okay, with your
doesn't like white
with your
people.
logic, two white people or a white person and a black person gonna come out. It's gonna be a black man with blonde hair like a white boy.
It could happen.
Nah,
Genetics, it could happen. You never know. You never know.
I never seen a sheep go bah
Shut up.
bah.
Yeah, because animals don't do that.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of animals, because we are here on the Pleasure Pod, you ever heard of bestiality?
no, what's that?
You really gotta ask. It's frowned upon.
What is it?
It's not now. That is. Speaking of bestiality, there's a movie on Tubi. Well, I think they just took it off.
They
Sloppy
definitely
Seconds.
just made it unavailable.
Unavailable.
It's supposed to be coming back in
Who knows?
musical form, I guess.
Theatrical.
Please don't do that.
There's a scene in this movie called Sloppy Seconds. It's going viral right now.
It was on Tubi.
It's about a guy.
Hold on. If you want to go watch it, it's not on Tubi anymore, but it's on Plush TV. So if you download that app, you can still find what's it called? Sloppy Seconds.
Sloppy Seconds.
Sloppy Seconds on Plush TV if it's not on Tubi.
Plush TV. Yeah.
They better pay us for that. No.
They better play us because we putting y'all movie on. Because Sloppy said it was a good movie.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was an eye opener for women and men who go through stuff
Come on now.
like that. And I mean, if you haven't seen it, you don't know what stuff I'm talking about.
Oh, they seen it.
Everybody ain't seen it because a lot of people still ain't hip to Tubi. If you don't watch Tubi, you should probably start.
I don't know what you're doing.
It's
Tubi
free, and they got some good movies, even though they are very ghetto and the production.
Now, yes, there's Netflix, yes, where you get top of the line quality. I understand.
It's definitely.
And that is $35 a month.
Tubi is free.
Netflix is $75 a month. Tubi is how much?
Free.
Netflix costs $372 a month.
Shut up.
Netflix, y'all ought to be saying they started at $5 and just kept building.
It did. It was like,
and then they'd be like, well, now you can't change.
Let's start it off at this low rate so people would get into it. And then the more we got into it, the higher the price went. Tubi, we got into it and it's still free.
Still the same.
Look at
Shout
God
out to Tubi.
showing out.
I can't wait till my first movie get on Tubi. Y'all better support it. I got it. My first movie is right here in this phone, right here. Believe it or not, it is.
It is.
Just waiting for the time to shoot it.
But sloppy seconds.
Sloppy seconds. The dog gave a girl head.
That's the part that everybody hated the most, which got the movie.
Nobody's talking about the fact that the dad was raping this girl.
At all. The movie was all over the place.
All over the place.
Twists and turns
everywhere. The man was abusive. He was slapping the girl up all the time.
He slept with the daughter.
Slept with the daughter.
Slept with the maid and had a baby with her too.
Yeah, so the maid was sisters with the daughter. It was crazy.
You had to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah. But the one part that everybody was so stuck on and wanted it removed was because at one point this guy was disrespecting this woman, to say the least. And she was just accepting it, I guess, because of low self-esteem and the way she was raised and how her father treated her. She didn't really know what real love looked like or felt like, so she was just accepting anything. So, in one scene, he got so mad at her, he tied her up to the bed and then brought a dog in and had the dog perform oral sex on her. No, you cannot see it.
You can't see that.
You can see the dog's head and just hear a bunch of licking noise that I'm sure that they edited because the dog was not licking for real.
No. But,
and yeah, you're supposed to use your imagination.
But then the girl, she was just scared because she was tied up.
She was tied up.
She could have got out. But
it's a movie. She wasn't supposed to be able to get out.
She wasn't supposed to be able to get out. That knot was a knot your kid could have tied. But she was stuck in this thing, and then she had a face kind of like, I can't do this.
It almost looked like she started to enjoy it. And that's where people got upset at too. Like, for one, that's animal cruelty, is what people were saying.
Is that really animal cruelty? I mean,
I guess because you're forcing them to do something that's not normal. Like,
I don't see a dog really doing that.
I don't think a dog would really do that. It's a movie.
Now, a dog would definitely sniff your butt.
Yes, but it ain't licking your crotch until you come.
Not for that, no.
No, that's not.
Even if you let the dog do it, I think the dog might do it and then walk.
One lick and then be like, what is this?
Yeah,
like, that ain't food. That ain't food. That ain't sardines.
That ain't food.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a cat. Like, what?
That ain't food. Wait, that ain't food.
That ain't food.
Ain't it weird how dogs... It's funny because we have sex for enjoyment, for pleasure. Animals do it to just recreate their own sole purpose or to dominate.
And I think that's supposed to be the sole purpose that humans do it. We just found pleasure in it.
You think the sole purpose is supposed to be strictly so we can reproduce? That kind of sucks.
We just found it enjoyable, so now we do it for pleasure.
Yeah.
Instead, and we don't want the consequences.
We don't want the kids.
We don't want the consequences that come with that flesh.
Them kids.
It's all. Let me not go there.
We got kids. Everybody that got kids, I was like, man, F them kids.
But I wish that I knew then.
Mama little mistake.
What I know now.
Come on now, Mama little mistake down at the lake twice. Child support.
Caught me slipping twice. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. What the? No.
Oh my God.
I love them.
Do you really?
I do.
Do you love one more than the other?
No, I love them both equally.
Yeah, people say that you can't, but I think I love them both equally. But there is one that gets on your nerves the most.
Yes, there is one that triggers you a little more than the other.
Your youngest.
But the love I have for them both is like overwhelming. Like, I would never allow any hurt, harm, or danger.
Who do you feel the need to protect the most, the youngest or your oldest?
It might be different from other people.
I think you gotta
speaking for
protect. I think
myself.
you gotta protect your oldest the most.
I feel like I'm speaking for myself because I have a boy who's 9 and a girl who's 7. I feel like I want to protect my 9-year-old boy more than my daughter. Like, I want to raise her to be independent and know how to do stuff for herself, take care of herself.
Yeah.
And then my son, he's like, can you put my hoodie on for me? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, come here, boy. And she's like, can you zip my jacket up? No. Zip up your own dang jacket. And that's probably crazy.
It is.
But I don't know. My son I just feel like he needs me more. That's my baby. That was my that's my first love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the person that made me a mom. So I just have a soft spot in my heart for that kid.
That wasn't the person that made you a mom.
Who made me a mom?
You got to ask. Technically, the baby daddy is what made you the mom.
He's not my child, though. He's not my first love. He doesn't count.
Your baby daddy wasn't your first love?
No.
That's what
That's
girls
my first
usually
mistake ever in life.
So you didn't love him? You weren't saying, ooh, I love you, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. No.
Mr. No.
No.
Ooh, I love you, Mr. No.
Mr. Mr.
You
I don't
weren't saying
regret
that
anything.
mean.
I don't regret anything because, like I said, I wouldn't have the 2 kids that I have if I didn't have them with those people.
But I
would never have another one by that person. Ever in life, you couldn't pay me. Never, never,
$5
never.
million.
Never. I don't care.
$5 million.
Money ain't good money.
You better take that $5 million.
I would never have his baby. Ever
$5
again.
million tax
And I did it
free.
for free like a dummy.
I think sure. I think somebody
Never
can
again.
offer me about.
Because then I still got to take care of it, even with that money. I don't care. And money ain't everything. I still got to deal with the whining. I still got to deal with the headache.
Yeah.
No.
I think somebody,
no.
if you could pay me to have another kid, give me at least.
But you don't have to deal with the kid. The kid's going to live with her.
I'm going to find a babysitter. Give me $100,000. Nah, that ain't enough.
Right. See?
500,000. Give me 500,000.
As a woman, I want to say this because that's not
tax free.
That's not politically correct because some dads have full custody of their kids. But
shout out.
90%. I don't even want to throw out percentages because I really don't know. But a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, the kid lives with the mom.
Yeah.
So as a dad saying, "Yeah, I get her knocked up," why wouldn't you? You ain't gotta take care of it.
You ain't, not really.
Like, I'm the one that's gonna be stuck with this foolishness.
Yeah, because the guy,
for the duration.
Because the dad has to go out and work and provide and
or he's just living with some other broad with her
providing for somebody.
Providing for her kid, her
providing
kids.
for somebody, Jack.
But his kids ain't neglected, but you still dealing with somebody else and their kids.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, spit or swallow?
Either one, just don't come and say
No, whoa, what? That's what you, do people ask? So if they ask when you're doing it, you gonna tell them which one you wanna do?
Well, if they ask me spit or swallow?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever asked me that.
Why not? That's rude.
Not during. Nobody's ever asked me that.
That is so rude.
I think it's been established before.
You talk about it before, Jesus.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Me personally.
I like to try to get to know people now before I just sleep
before you
with
spit
them.
and swallow.
Before I sleep, before I have sex with them in general.
Yes.
Because
get to know them. What's your
now that I'm older, yes, I'm not just out here willy nilly doing to do with anybody. So yes, that comes up in conversation. If y'all know y'all about to get to that point where y'all gonna get intimate, you do ask those type of questions like, so are you the type of female that even wants that on your body? Like, some women don't want it nowhere near their face,
I'll punch you
their
in the face.
butt, their like anywhere. Like, some women
if
are
I get to a woman, don't come on me.
Where you putting it?
You can run across the room. It's gonna hit you. Okay, I shoot. Let me hit him. Shoot out. What do you mean, man? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Get the freak out. Let's go. What do you mean? Don't come on me? On you? In you? I understand. I'm not doing that anyway.
But some people don't.
Don't come on my face. Okay, I get. Okay, whatever. But Anywhere else, yes. It's
But
fair.
what, and like I said, that's why we had the conversation before. So there's no surprises in the bedroom. I already know what you like and what you don't like.
True.
So what happens if you don't have that conversation and in mid where you be like, I'm about to come, and she like, don't put it on me, or she like jump out the way. Like, is that a turn off for you?
It is going to be. It's still going to come out, but I'm going to be like, yo.
That does not bring you pleasure.
That does not bring me pleasure. No. That's not, no, because I want to see it. I like to see where it goes. The black with the white looks so nice.
That brings you pleasure.
I think so. Yeah, I think I like to see it like, yeah, it's like a painting. I like to see how far I can shoot it.
Gotcha.
Cause I
the closer to her face, the better.
Yeah, I could be way down there by your foot. I'm trying to hit the wall.
Tragedy.
And it'd be a long line sometimes. I don't know how it happens.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah. I've been told that I do a lot. Like it'd be a lot. Enough.
So every time you probably could get a person pregnant.
Oh, I know I can get somebody pregnant.
That's terrible.
I think I get 2, 3, 4 people pregnant. You know how much sperm men produce?
Mm-hmm.
63 billion?
Mm-hmm.
And I won the race. I'm a winner.
Lord Jesus.
I beat 63 billion people.
Tragedy.
I mean, it probably was just still me anyway. They always say that, but you were still gonna be you anyway.
Yeah.
Was it really somebody else in there?
Right. What if it was though?
So maybe my little brother or my older brother, they're in there, and my dad technically, and I came out at that time.
You came out first for your dad.
Yeah.
And then your brother came out second.
But then what if he got different daddies, and then that's a totally different story.
Yeah, they didn't come out the same man.
I would hope not. You know what? Speaking of man, you know what I heard they can do now? Gay couples, correct me if I'm wrong, but I ain't. They say, you know, because now everybody wants to have children. 2 gay men or gay women, they can, not gay women. 2 gay men can do that in a cup. They mix it up, and they impregnate the woman, swirl. They let them see which one wins. And they give a DNA test once the baby come out to see which is the real biological dad. So both of them can feel like they was part of the process. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy how all that stuff kind of works. Because I follow somebody on TikTok.
I mean, we do it to these girls anyway, because when girls don't know who their baby daddy is, that's basically what you're doing.
Taking a gamble. But no, I follow this gay couple, women, on TikTok. Yeah. And it's a white woman and a black woman. And, of course, they had to get, men donors because they got 3 kids.
Yeah, don't say.
And the black mama had the daughter, their oldest daughter, but the little girl looks like both of them, which is very odd. And then the white mother had the other 2 babies because she ended up having twins. Mm. And they look like both of them. Very odd. So, I don't know. They all look alike.
Maybe they split the eggs in half.
I don't know. I'm sure they explained it on their TikTok at one point. I just can't remember. But it's very interesting how all that stuff works where you can play with cum in a sense.
Play with cum in a sense. Dang. So you spit or swallow is what the question.
Oh, that was the question? Both. Depending on how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, I don't really need a girl to swallow because once it's out, I'm done. So I don't give a darn what you do with her afterwards.
I think it depends on the person.
I'd rather see it. Don't make it disappear. Where'd it go?
So what do you want? What?
I want to see you go, get up, wipe to the bathroom, wipe it off. I like to see.
Oh, so you don't want it in her mouth at all. You want it on her body.
It can be on your face, I guess.
I mean, that's still your body. I'm saying you don't want it inside her mouth where you don't know where it's going. You want to look at the masterpiece on her body somewhere.
Yeah, because one time I wrote a J. Jesus. You laugh.
No, I believe you.
But I did. I kind of.
No, I definitely.
I was like, that looked like my name.
Terrible. No, I believe you. Yeah, no, I think it depends on the person. I mean, I'm not against it on my body, so I don't care. Like,
what does it feel like?
Warm liquid shooting.
You're like just warm lotion. You don't feel
warm. Yeah.
If you had to describe what this sex feels like to you, what does that feel like? Because as a guy, if I had to explain it, I'm gonna say putting your penis in like a warm, mushy, moist tunnel. It's kind of snug. And it just makes you just wants to...
Do all of them feel like that?
Some are drier than others. Some is not as...
So every tunnel doesn't feel good?
Every tunnel doesn't feel the same.
Well, we know they don't feel the same, but
some tunnels
every tunnel
nice.
Doesn't feel good. Do all of them feel good just in a different way?
Some tunnels feel wet like we're in a pool. Well, not, no. Some tunnels feels wet like I'm playing in lotion. Them the creamy ones. I like those. Yeah, them the nice ones.
Good to know.
The ones that be so wet you kind of feel it on your balls down there. Them the ones you like. Yeah. It's like, ooh, that's nice. That's warm.
That brings you pleasure.
Mm-hmm. I think it does. Bring simple things at night. And then some people...
to some, because some can't do that.
Oh, well, there you go. And then some of them, they contract and they squeeze. And that's the ones you like, ooh, that's nice. It's getting tight in here. It's nice and snug.
That brings you...
That brings me pleasure. Yeah. Ooh, nice and squeeze me, baby.
So he likes to be
squished.
He likes it
squished.
Wet and creamy.
Wet, creamy, and squished. Squash me.
Lord.
What does it feel like to you?
Well, I can't speak for everybody.
Can't speak
because
for
I'm
everybody.
definitely different.
Mm.
Unfortunately. Let's just say if I was a man, I probably would have a small penis.
Whoa.
Like, let's go with that.
Dang.
I know it sucks. But hey, I make it happen. But yeah.
I make it happen.
I find pleasure some kind of way. So it works. But no, so to me, what I'm referring to is that my clit is not as big as others. So it's not...
How many clits have you seen, woman?
I guess in porn, because
Yeah.
I ain't looking at no other clits in person.
Now, boy, don't ever type big clits.
Yeah, no, those are...
Don't
they
do
look
it.
like penises.
I don't know what's going on.
See? That's why I said it like that. That's why I said...
Them
if
are
I was,
not...
if I was a boy, I said if I was a boy, I would have a small penis. Because if they got big ones, they look like penises, right?
I feel like a clitoris should be like a dot. That's cool. It could be a little bigger dot. But
So
when you getting them hump, come on. I ain't never seen no elbow come out.
So do you like that?
I don't want no elbow
You don't
to come
want
out.
you don't want it to stick out.
Not that far. Not where it look like an elbow.
So if it's like this,
Ooh.
do you
I think that's
like a little peek?
I think that's cool. A peek is
A
cool.
little peek.
Now if it's like this, Jack, no, we can't be sword switing niggas. You know, we like to occasionally hit the dot. You know, hit the hell on the head.
But yeah, apparently, I mean, I can't speak for all women, but in my human sexuality class that I took back in college, like the pleasure comes from the stimulation of your clit. So if it's small, if your clit is like really small up here and something's, I don't know if y'all can see that, but if something's going in like this and they can't really rub it because it's so small,
right.
That's where the pleasure comes from. So, I mean, it might feel good. So, it's like you asked what it feels like. It feels like, I don't know. Like, it feels like somebody's punching you.
Stop already. I don't like it. What?
It feels like somebody's.
Just get
like,
down there.
But it's something stopping it. So they can't punch through the paper or through the wall.
Something
so it's
stopping
like
it.
punching like this, but
Okay.
it can't go through it. So I don't know. But once again, the pleasure
Feels
comes from
like
the clit.
Something's punching.
So if a woman's clit is like hanging and it's doing this, it's rubbing against it. That's where the pleasure comes from. So that's why to her it's like, oh my God, this is amazing
great.
because he's rubbing up against it. If it's smaller, you have to improvise. So he might use a finger to kind of stimulate it while he's in, which feels nice. Or you just might have to settle for head. I mean, let's be honest. Like you might let him do him until he finishes, or he can just finish you first with oral sex. And then
I'd rather finish the girl first because after I'm done, I'm going to sleep. It's time to take a nap and recharge the battery.
We know. No, I definitely agree because
I'm giving her all she's got.
I've encountered times where once they're done, you get nothing else.
Yeah,
like
you better go first.
That's it. So I've learned that I'm going to get mine first.
There you go.
And then I'll help you get yours because I'm not about to be the one going to sleep mad because you didn't enjoy yourself and I'm still laying there like, what about me? That's happened more than I wanted it to happen. So I've learned that's not happening. And if you're a selfish sex partner and you do that, we're done. We're done.
There you go.
We're done. That does not bring me pleasure.
Yeah, it can't be selfish.
Selfish.
Yeah,
Selfish.
I don't think I'm selfish.
Does not bring me pleasure.
I don't think I'm
so if it's all about you and your orgasm and then you just get up and leave, or you roll over and go to sleep, count your days.
Yeah.
Count your days because this ain't gonna last. That's
guys, we know when we ain't put it down, and it's usually when we cheating, not us, because we don't really care to satisfy you, and we gotta save some for when we get back home. I wonder if there's anybody ever cheating.
So you don't give your side chick all because you gotta make sure you give it to your main chick.
Yeah, we don't care about her.
You don't care about who?
The side chick.
No, then what's the point of having her?
Because
that's the person you
get away with murder.
That's how you find that. That's how we found out y'all cheating. You go and get a side chick, and then you come home like, oh baby, I'm tired. What you tired from? Like
working on the railroad all the day long.
So that's how y'all get caught up because y'all go get Bonquisha in Motel 6. Ooh, everything you got.
Jumping off the wall.
And then you come home and act like you're just so exhausted.
I'm just so tired. I think I just want to go take a nap and eat
that
jello.
Does not
go to bed.
Bring me pleasure.
That does not bring you pleasure.
I'm going to need you.
So sex feels like to you something like punching.
No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But seriously, like it just feels like something just hit in a hole, but there's a wall that, so I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Okay, you see how I explain mine? A warm, wet, mushy tunnel. So I would think it would kind of feel.
We're slightly getting abused.
But to y'all, tunnel, something hitting
of
the wall.
And some of them, it doesn't feel like they're hitting the wall because it's not big. So it's almost like you don't feel nothing.
I hate when I go too deep because it feels weird. It feels like I'm damaging something.
I don't like that. The wall.
Or
that's what I just said.
I don't want to hit the wall. It hurts.
That's what I said.
And when a girl has Mirena, they act like we can't feel that. Well, I can't speak for the rest of the short bus shorties, but I feel it every time. I come out with stretch marks on mine, Jack, when they have that Mirena. So you don't like that. I'll be like, you got a Mirena, don't you? How did you know? Don't worry about it. I'm just saying, Jack. Man, nightmares. That stuff stings, hurts. It pokes you.
Leave open wounds. Oh Lord.
I don't know about that.
Scratch the skin on.
You can if it's dry.
Tragedy.
Don't shave. Yeah.
Have that ever happened?
You've been dealing with some dry stuff.
I'm asking. Have you ever encountered something so dry it was almost like rug burn? Like
yeah, you can. And then it's like, okay.
Don't say you can. We know it's possible.
Oh yeah.
Have you?
I remember where she at, and I know where she at in life, and I ain't going back. No, thank you. And be the main ones talking. Boy, I got that. Like that was.
You wanted to find out you was sorry.
Or guess what? I could not have tapped into her emotionally, as we say.
That was it.
That could have been it.
That could have been it.
Somebody else got the sprinkler
Somebody
system.
else is like, who you talking about? Because she got that waterwork.
She got
and
that.
And you like, not Sahara.
She got that DAP. The dry. The dry poo. Yeah, that's what she got. The DAP. The DAP. You got a DAP or a WAP?
I don't know. What do I got?
That's not the question. You had to ask. Somebody
I'm
had to
asking.
ask you. Don't ask me.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Oh, I know. I've seen. I've conquered. That's not the point.
So what do you think?
What do you think on average?
Okay, after I answer this, what do you think?
Mm-hmm. They don't need to know that.
They do need to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Do they? Mm-hmm.